Hi guys! So apparently March is the month of readathons, and after my success with Otakuathon earlier in the month, I decided I want to join another one. So I will be joining the Fantasy AdventureAthon from March 25th to 31st, and this was created by Jemisin from Novel Thoughts, and she has 3 other co-hosts who are the captains of the 4 teams, and this readathon is so cool. The graphics are amazing. Like, look at these teams. How cute are they? And the map is so incredible as well. So I'm really excited to take part in this. After all of the manga I've been reading recently, I've really wanted to get back into fantasy novels, and this was the perfect opportunity. So I'm so excited. So this readathon is very multi-layered and complex. So for all of the information, I'm going to link Jemisin's video because I can't cover everything. Basically, you're following this map to figure out which team you're on and which book prompts you are going to fulfill. So depending on which path you take up, you'll have different book prompts, and all of the road signs are the book prompts, so that is what I'm basing my TBR off of. For me, this is my path, and I'm going to be part of Team Fantasy Mermaid. So the first road sign is Fellowship, which is to read the group book. And the group book is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I own this book and I read it, but it is currently in another state for me, so I won't be rereading it. I only read it 2 years ago, so I don't think I should have any problems participating in discussions or anything. I did really enjoy the book, but I just don't have access to it to reread it. My next road sign is Cliff, which is to read a book with a nature word in the title, and I have 2 options for this one. So the first one is The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin, and the second option is Stormglass by Jeff Wheeler. The reason I have 2 options is because this is the 3rd book in the Broken Earth trilogy, and I am currently not done with the 2nd book. So I don't know if I will even be able to get to this in time, so I'm putting in Stormglass, which I'm listening to on audiobook, as a backup. I'm hoping to get to this book by the end of the month, but I'm not sure yet. I am enjoying the series. It's about a world where natural disasters happen frequently, and basically humanity has to try and band together to survive. And it's really interesting and really thought-provoking, but I read it a little bit slower, I think because of the way it's written. But they aren't actually very long books, so I feel like I shouldn't have any problem finishing them. That's going to jinx me, isn't it? I don't think I'll be able to finish all of these books in the 1-week readathon. I am definitely planning for more than I can probably get to in 1 week, considering my pace of reading, which is not very fast. But the other option I have for this is Stormglass, which is about a world where the wealthy live in these sky manors, which are giant floating mountains basically that hold mansions that sit in the sky, and all of the poor live on the ground. And it's really interesting. I'm about 40% through it at this moment. My only issue right now is still the characters. The 2 protagonists you're following are supposed to be 12 years old, and they do not sound 12 years old at all to me, and it's really annoying. But other than that, the world is really interesting. I'm really fascinated by how it works, and I want to learn more about it. And the plot so far is also pretty drawing, so I am enjoying it for the most part. I just have like a little gripe with why these characters are said to be 12 years old when they really sound like they're like 17. Anyway, the next road sign I come across is Toad, which is to read a book with green on the cover, and honestly, all of my books except for 1 have green on the cover. For some reason, everything I chose is like completely green, but I am going to throw this book in here. I don't know if I'll get to it. The Well-Tempered Clavicle by Piers. This is the 35th book in the Xanth series, which I read as a kid. This is a series that really got me into reading and introduced me to my love of high fantasies. So I have some sentimental ties to this series, but I have a feeling that I'm not going to enjoy this very much, partially because the reviews aren't really good, but also because I've been noticing as I've grown older and I've continued reading the series that it gets very repetitive and overly sexual in a way that's very annoying. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I loved this world growing up. It's full of puns and magic and so many characters. It's like a generational story, so you're following some characters and then their kids and then their kids, kids and kids, and it's 35 books, so it goes through a lot of people, and it's sometimes hard to keep track of them all and to remember them all when you're going through so many books. So I am interested to see what my thoughts are going to be with this one. I'm hoping I'm still going to love it as much as I did when I was a kid, but I am kind of questioning it. But I also don't know if I'll even get to this book during the readathon. I might just use one of my other books to satisfy this challenge because, again, like everything I have is green. So we'll see. I will try. Basically, I'm just going to be trying to read everything I can in that 1 week, but I don't know if it's actually going to happen. My next road sign is Fate, which is read a book set in the past, and I'm going to kind of stretch this one a little bit with Guards by Terry Pratchett. This is the 8th book in the Discworld series. It's not meant to be read chronologically, but I'm reading it chronologically anyway. I know that's like separate series that can be read in any order, but whatever, I'm reading it chronologically. So this one, I think, is the start of the Night Watch series, if that's what it's called. So this book is kind of set in a world that's, well, it's set in a magical world, so it doesn't really exist. But I'm going to kind of say it's in the past because it doesn't have modern technology. Because it's like normal high fantasy books that are kind of set in like this medieval time where we don't have technology. So I'm going to kind of stretch this prompt a little and say this takes place in the past because I want to read it. So I'm going with that. The next road sign is Bewilder, which is to read a book with a plot twist, and I'm also going to kind of stretch this one. I'm going to use The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. This is the 2nd book in the Broken Earth trilogy. You can see that I have started it. I am reading it. I don't know if this has a plot twist in it, but based off of the 1st book in the series, the 5th season, it kind of had plot twists that were kind of like slow reveals. And I have a feeling that's going to happen again in this one. I'm banking on that because I don't actually know. When I was looking for recommendations for fantasy books with plot twists, what came up was Mistborn, which I have right there. But I read that last year, so I can't really do anything about that. I'm going to hope this has a plot twist. And yeah, I will be reading this, and hopefully I can get through it and move on to the Stone Sky for the first prompt. But we will see, we will see. My next road sign is Adventure, which is to read the 1st book in a series, and I'm going with Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. This was originally a standalone, but he said that he's going to be making it into a series in the future, so I'm counting that. I don't really know what this is about at all. I just know it's Brandon Sanderson, and I'm probably going to like it. It's magic, it's fantasy, yeah. Also, it has green on the cover. Again, I told you, like, everything has green on the cover. So, yes, I will be reading this one for Adventure. The last road sign is Potion, which is to read a book while drinking a drink. I'm going to use basically any of the books on my TBR. I might even use all of them because I love to drink tea while reading, so this is perfect. And those are all of the books that I'm planning to read in 1 week. That's so not going to be possible. All the books I'm going to try to read in 1 week. I will do my absolute best, but I am a full-time worker, so don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll see. I am so excited to get back into fantasy. I have been missing it, honestly, and I'm ready to go back. So if you want more information about the readathon, I will link everything down below, and please let me know if you're participating, especially if you're on Team Fantasy Mermaid. I would love to see what you're reading. I'm super excited to be participating in another readathon, and wish me luck because I am definitely gonna need it. Bye!